Hello students, welcome to Emerge with Innovation. Today's topic is properties of addition of integers, in which we are going to cover up 5 properties which will help us how we can add the integers in different manners. So before we move on to the video, those who are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the notifications very soon while I'll upload my new video. Okay. So let's move on to the video and start with property number 1. First property in the properties of addition is closure property. Closure property. Okay. In order to understand all the properties, please do watch the video till end, which will definitely help you to clear your basic knowledge about addition of integers. Okay, so what is the rule for the closure property? The rule is suppose we add two integers like a plus b, I'll get a new integer. That means I can say I can get c. Let's take an example. Example for this is I'm taking plus 5 and plus 2. What I'll get? Plus 5 and plus 2. They will get by addition 7. Okay. Next, let's take another example of this property. Suppose I am writing minus 5 plus 2. What I'll get? From minus 5, this plus 2 will be subtracted. So what I'll get? Minus 6. That means in both the examples, what we have understood that during the addition of any two integers, we get new integer in that case. Okay, so that is the rule for closure property. Coming to the next one. Next property is commutative property. Commutative property. Alright, so what is the rule for this property? The rule is, suppose I'm writing in such a manner like a plus b is equal to b plus a. Answer I'll get the same. Because whatever I'm adding, the addition will be the same for both the conditions. Whether I'm changing the places of these two integers, I'm writing like this or I'm writing like this, the answer will be same. Let's take an example of this. Let's write down 3 plus 5, or I'll write 5 plus 3. I know that in both the cases what I'll get? I'll get 8. 3 plus 5 will be 8 and 5 plus 3 will be 8. So that is the example of commutative property, which says that whether you are changing the format or changing the sequence of the integers, the answer will be same in the case of addition. Alright, now coming to the next property, we'll start from here. Third property. What is the third property? That is associative property. So what does the associative property says? Associative property says that whenever there are three integers in a particular condition, then in that case what happens? Associative property. Associative property. Okay, so what is the rule for this? The rule is, suppose I'm writing a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. In that case, what happens? Suppose I'm taking a plus b in the bracket in left hand side, then in right hand side I'm taking b plus c in the bracket, and I'm leaving c here and leaving a here. The answer what I'll get the same answer. Let's see what I'll get. Let's understand by the example. So example, suppose 3 plus 4 plus 7. I'm writing 3 plus 4 plus 7. Okay, suppose I'm taking 3 plus 4 in the bracket and keeping 7 outside. Then I'm writing 4 plus 7 in the bracket and keeping 3 outside. So let's solve this. What we'll get? 3 plus 4 will be 7. 7 plus 7. Okay, here it will be 3. 4 plus 7 will be 11. 7 plus 7 will be 14 and 3 plus 11 will be 14. That means in both the case I'll get the same answer. So associative property says that if you are taking two integers in a bracket and adding the third one in the next time, then you will get the same answer. Coming to the fourth property, that is the second last. Okay, so second last is additive identity. This property is very easy. Additive identity, or you can say additive property. Let's write identity only. Identity. Okay, so what is the rule for this? Rule will be, suppose I'm writing any integer. Let's write down the rule that if any integer is added with 0, what is the answer in that case? The answer will always come the integer itself. That means 0 will not be added because it does not have any value. Alright, so that is our rule. Let's take an example. Example, suppose I'm writing 11 plus 0, what I'll get? 11 itself. If I'm writing 0 plus 14, what I'll get? 14 itself. That means, what is the rule? The rule is saying if you're adding 0 to any integer, the answer will be the integer itself. Coming to the fifth one, that is the last property. Okay, so for that, let me clear out this space. Fifth property is the additive inverse. Additive inverse means, fifth property, additive inverse. From the name itself, we can understand what does this property says. So let's write down the rule. What is the rule for this property? The rule is, suppose I'm writing A. This is a plus, and I'm writing minus A. I'm adding both opposite sign integers. That means one positive and another one negative. What I'll get? I'll get 0. Okay, how? Because both of them will cancel out each other. Plus minus will be minus, A minus A will be 0. Hence, if I am doing the additive inverse of any particular integer and adding it with the original integer, I'll get 0. Let's take an example. Here I'm writing 5. Then I'm adding minus 5. What I'll get? It's very simple. In the next step, what it will happen? 5 plus minus 5. That means both of them will cancel out. The answer will be 0. So what additive inverse says? Additive inverse says that if any integer is added to any particular opposite sign of the same integer, then both of them will cancel out and the answer will be 0. So now we have come to end of the video. So today in this topic, what we have covered, addition of integers by the use of 5 properties. Okay, so we'll meet up in the next video. If you like the video, then please like it, share and subscribe my channel. And do press the bell icon so that you can get the notification for my upcoming new videos, which will be based on subtraction of integers. Okay, and 5 properties which we have covered in the integer will be covered in the subtraction case also. So see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.